He's my boyfriend.
Does he know that?
No. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He knows that, but he doesn't want it. But the thing is, like, I don't fear any word and I don't fear any problems.
She looks fairly interesting.
So we human beings have a very high emotional reciprocity. And it's very good and useful when we interact with other people, especially when we try to interpret how they feel about us. So in this video, we will be breaking down interaction between two lovers. And I will do my best to tell you how they feel about each other according to the body language and the way they interact with each other, what they really feel and think. So without further ado, let's dive into it.
I asked her if she loves you. Do you know what her answer was?
Was it a yes?
Was the yes?
I mean, should I really answer him?
She's trapped. Both sides. Right from the get-go, you can see that he's very comfortable and confident in his value, in his worth in this relationship. And he feels that his place, his situation, his status is unshakable. He's very solid.
I'm Pierre XO, I'm 24.
I'm Stephanie van Berg. I am 43 years old.
And if I could describe our relationship, it's fiery.
Young meat.
Rock, paper, scissors.
Oh my God, what's that?
You don't know that? She's from Europe, so how about you just...
Come on, everybody knows rock,
Just put
paper,
your hand
scissors.
out. Just leave it here. Rock, paper, scissors. Okay, you go
Boom.
first.
Duh.
Like any couple of this digital world, we met through social media, specifically IG, Instagram. You actually slid into my DMs and you messaged me about my voice.
Well, basically,
What times to be alive.
Pictures. I went on his profile and I got very interested and I started liking and I started like watching his videos, what he's doing, and I've been really caught with his voice. And I just messaged him and I told him that...
Right, the voice. She wanted the hot piece of meat, like the Pierre is. And let me tell you that you're not the only one, you're not the first one to be confused about his presentation, about his looks and the way he talks. He has a very masculine voice, but his appearance is feminine. I don't mean to say that he is a feminine person, but the way he presents himself, so he's trying to signal something specific. There's a purpose to it.
That he had an amazing voice and we started talking like that.
I was like, okay, supermodel. She looks fairly interesting.
Fairly interesting. You don't talk like that about person you're very infatuated with. In his mind, it's like, let me get a piece of that. Let me get some action.
I think we could get along.
I'm not saying, but I'm saying, if a deer comes to you as a hunter, takes your rifle, shoots itself, puts itself on your truck and tells you to drive home, you as a guy, you will do that.
You're also slightly intimidating as well. You still are, actually.
Are you kidding me?
Look at that.
Oh my God! Really?
I mean, a little bit.
No way.
Oh, come on. You're
Oh,
like
psycho.
a supermodel. You're like a Swiss supermodel.
You're a
like
rock
half
star.
your pictures of you like half naked. I would describe our relationship as like...
He's being a little bit disingenuous. He's trying to give her more praise, some air under her wings so that she doesn't feel totally devastated. He's showing empathy. He doesn't want her to feel very inferior.
So are y'all married? Are you friends? Are you friends with benefits? Like, what's the relationship?
This is a good question, actually.
So we actually had an argument, and where I stand is that I don't really know exactly, and I kind of prefer it that way.
I don't really know, and I kind of prefer it that way. But the truth is, he's in it for just sex, for a good time, for having fun, for living out his wild sides. And it's okay. I mean, I feel him, but saying that he doesn't know, it's a little bit disingenuous. But I understand him because he doesn't want to hurt her.
Our relationship is like the perfect representation of like a digital postmodern world where there are absolutely no labels, no gender, and no age or like anything to define what the hell we're experiencing in this short amount of 3 months.
Yeah, he's saying in artistic way that I want to have a sexual relationship with her, passionate one, but nothing more. I'm just translating here. But all of that ranting and incomprehensible artistic speech is about feeding breadcrumbs, especially for a woman who is very in touch with her emotions. That becomes a fantasy that she can live off of, which feeds positively into her sense of where they stand. It's better to hear that than nothing. But for a man, it's a death sentence.
And if I could find a label to describe what the hell just happened, it would be nearly impossible.
He's my boyfriend.
Does he know that?
No?
Ah! Jesus Christ. Now imagine if the roles were reverted. She's very distant and he's in love. She would perceive him as being creepy. Everybody would perceive him as being creepy and weak.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, he knows that, but he doesn't want it. But the thing is, like, I don't fear any word and I don't fear any problems, like, regarding a relationship. He fears these kind of things. So for me, this is like a normal thing. So this guy is my boyfriend. Yes, I want to see him when I have free time. I don't want to see another one.
Jesus Christ.
Well, I'd like to go with the labelless route. I like to think that we're just doing what we're doing and we're having fun doing it. I think it's too soon to say whether we are boyfriend or girlfriend or not, but I do enjoy the time we spend together, and I think it's
cringe.
Yeah, it's very important. I agree. I know. You know, it's another... I know, it's fine. I know everything about it.
It's... Like the ship is sinking. It's Titanic. Already sinking, and she's like, okay, we're cool, we will ignore that, we will survive anyway. Rescue team will come and save us.
Sometimes he's depressed, he's going in this dark place, and I know that, you know, like sometimes, you know, you speak and you have to just let it out. Like this, you feel also better. Like it's important, and it's important that he has somebody with who he can talk to, and I told him that. And because I want to know him. Like, it's not that I want just to like hang out, yeah, that's cool.
She is clearly more invested than him, but we already knew that. And she gives off kind of a mommy vibes here. She wants to, in a way, save him, make him better, change him, because she perceives him being this emotional wreck from time to time when he's depressed and disappears into his own world. And she wants to know more about him because she's attached to him. But he's very distant, and that makes her to chase him even more.
You know, no, I want to know him. Like, I want to know him really, you know? Like, also when he's sad or he's pissed off or whatever. All the what is making Pierre.
Another question for you.
Yeah,
Do you love him?
yeah,
Of course. Of course.
yeah, I love him,
Yeah.
of course. I think he's amazing. He's just otherworldly.
Definitely attached, and when she says otherworldly, it's like having this fantasy about the one. Of course, she realizes that she cannot lock him down because he's very distant, and I presume he's popular with ladies in general because he's looking like he's doing, and at his age, it's favorable. I mean, if you look like that when you're 35 or 40 as a man, you're a damn fool in many people's eyes. I'm not being subjective, I'm being objective. But if you're a young person, 24 years old, you have this artistic persona, then it's very positive, it's very favorable. Which of course makes him even more enticing for her. She chases that validation from his side even more.
Yeah.
I asked her if she loves you. Do you know her answer was?
I think so.
Of course, he knows.
I think it was a yes.
Of course he knows. He's not stupid.
Was it a yes?
Of course.
You know it already.
You know it already, yeah, of course. With that serious look on your face, everybody knows. Even the mouse in the crack of the wall eating some breadcrumbs knows that she loves him.
You can feel it anyway.
Of course.
I can feel it.
Yeah, so of course I love you.
Yes, I love you.
Damn.
You can understand that this kind of a long pause indicates that person has an answer that won't favor the receiver, and they're trying to figure out in their head what to say in order to ease the pain, in order to provide that cushion for a safer landing.
I do,
Bullshit.
in one particular way.
In one particular way, which means no.
I mean, I'm not even sure what love actually is within myself.
He's backpedaling. Dude, just own up to your shit, be a man.
So maybe I gotta figure that out before I start sending it out to other people. I don't want to give you the wrong information. Who knows if I'm right?
These kind of answers mean no. And you just have to process that information in a very straight, rational way. Without any hope, without any fantasies. Make up your mind and move on with your life.
Who knows if I'm right? With that being said, I do care for you a lot. And I hope the best for you. And I really support you with everything that you do. You know, I get...
You wouldn't sleep with a person you don't care for. I mean, on a regular basis. I mean, I'm not talking about one night stand. I'm talking about dating.
these episodes of like just complete hopelessness within myself. For you to see something in someone as young as me and like to really just believe in me in the way that you do.
He knows that she's over 40 and he's yet to hit his prime. And she's kind of like, you know, let's be honest, women over 40 years old. Not all of them, but majority start to lose in attractional power.
Is something that I don't think I've ever experienced.
I don't want him to be depressed because he has so much in himself. He's so talented and he has everything he could. This is frustrating me so much.
Mommy issues. She's trying to save him. But you should never try to save anybody. It's not your task. Your task is to have accountability for your own actions and let the people figure it out themselves. You are not there to fix someone. You are not there to build up someone. You are there to share your happiness with someone. And if they're not happy, you won't feel connection. Which basically means that she is also broken in many ways. That's why she's attracted, or that's why she stays with him, even due to the fact that she finds him in a depressive state.
Because I want him to be happy. And yeah, this is what I would say to him.
Broken people attract broken people.
There is opportunity. You are so talented. You can make it, like, really.
Over complimenting won't fix anything. It's like when you see the other person pulling the plug and you think for yourself, let me go all in. Maybe that will save this relationship. Maybe this will make him understand my greatness as a beautiful person. But that never happens. Pity don't result in respect. And if you don't respect the person, you cannot stay with them.
Like here, and if you make it here, you will make it everywhere. And you can, because you are fucking talented.
Overly dramatic.
Like, you have everything to do it.
He doesn't, he's not feeling it.
So much.
He's not
and
feeling
this is
it.
not only me.
For some reason, I'm kind of resistant to believing these things. I don't know. I think I need to work on a form of acceptance.
Mm-hmm.
It's like telling a very good-looking girl with damaged self-esteem that she's very beautiful and sexy and cute, caring. That won't fix her self-esteem. Self-esteem has to be built up within, not without. And compliments make it even worse. So that's it for this video. You can clearly see that Pierre has a lot of power in this relationship. I think it's a great example to visualize body language and gender dynamics between two people. If you want me to break down any other videos, leave them in the commentary section and I'll see what I can do. But for now, Hossein, fuck!